Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins, whose record is 2-2 with a 5.82 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles today is Randy Jones, whose record is 4-3 with a 4.13 ERA. And so we lost a tough one yesterday. We lost 2-1. The only run for Detroit was a home run by John Mayberry. And Kenny Singleton hit a home run for the Orioles. And really that was all it took. Dave Rozema pitched a complete game and unfortunately took the loss yesterday. A pretty solid game. We just came up short, unfortunately. And so we have the third game of the three-game series in Baltimore. And then we go home to face the Indians and the Red Sox as well. So keep in mind that once we get back to Detroit for this series, we will be doing the robot race again. We have 3 more races to fill out the bracket for the first round. And then we'll go and start the second round, which are like one-on-one robot races to win a autograph from a Hall of Fame pitcher. So that's what's up for grabs in the contest. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe. We have a couple lefties going in this game with Bruce Robbins pitching for Detroit. You can see here that the current Orioles lineup is only batting 192 against him. So Robbins has had some success. All of the bullpen is available. As I mentioned, Rozema pitched a complete game yesterday. And then here's the lineup versus Randy Jones. Of course, he is a lefty. We actually have more lefties in the lineup than I might normally have. We're going to give John Mayberry the day off, and we're going to put Reggie in there at DH. Gibby will be playing left field. And unfortunately, Ricky Henderson is listed as tired again. I don't know what the deal is with Ricky, but it seems like twice a week he's listed as tired now. So, he can't steal bases, although he did have one yesterday, and he can't stay healthy enough to play consistently. So it's hard to complain when you're in first place and you're 12 games over 500, and we're at the quarter-way point now of the season. So I like our chances so far. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for Detroit. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and DHing today is Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth in center field is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh at first base is Greg Brock. Batting eighth in right field is Glenn Wilson. And finally, batting ninth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Here's Randy Jones' stats so far this season. Keep in mind, Randy Jones is the highest paid player in this sim league. He was a free agent coming out of the 1980 season, and Baltimore signed him to a 5-year deal at $1.55 million. So it's a 5-year deal. Let's see. So he's 4-3 with that 4.13 ERA, his 10th start of the season. 26 strikeouts in 61 innings pitched, opposed to batting .333. So not particularly effective, although he has pretty good control. He's got a complete game this year. One of the stats I always loved, I think we talked about this, he won the Cy Young in 1976, going 22-14 for the Padres. And look at this. He had 93 strikeouts in 315 innings pitched. Can you even imagine having 25 complete games and 5 shutouts? The next year, he had 1 complete game. So a different era, and it definitely hurt his arm. He was never that good again, and I believe actually 1982 may have been his last season in the majors. Okay, there's the defensive alignment for the Orioles today. The only major difference is Ron Leflore is in center field, and I guess Glenn Hubbard going against the lefty, and there's a platoon at second base, so Hubbard is playing second base today. All right, Sweet Lou leading off against Reddy Jones. Lou hits lefties well. He's batting .343 so far this season versus left-handers. And Whitaker starts off the game with a deep drive to center field, 436 feet. We love to start off a game with a nice dong. It's 1-0 Detroit. Here is Trammell. Trammell strikes out. The agony and the ecstasy. One down for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher ground ball to short. Play is made by Robin Yount for the second out. And here's Lance Parrish batting .405 versus lefties with a ground ball to Yount, and that'll do it. So the Tigers get a run on the solo shot from Trammell, his fifth on the year. We go to the bottom of the first with Alan Bannister leading off. Let's do the lineup officially here. Bannister leading off and DHing. Batting second in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting third at shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting cleanup at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting fifth in left field is Greg Luzinski. Batting sixth at third base is John Castino. Batting seventh at second base is Glenn Hubbard. Batting eighth in center field is Ron Leflore. And batting ninth and catching today is Ray Smith. Pitching for Detroit is Bruce Robbins. Take a look at his log. He went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs and 5 hits, took a second loss. Wasn't all that bad of a start. He's had 2 mediocre starts in a row, coming off that one start against Cleveland where he could not get one damn out in the first inning, gave up 6 runs and 6 hits with 2 walks. So Robbins, at this point, I mean, with us being in first place, he might be the odd man out when Petrie comes back. Still 60 days out from that, but I guess I should take a look at the Detroit Tigers' defensive alignment. Someone's going to have to go down, and at this point, it looks like Robbins, unless he puts it together, is going to be that guy. So Bannister leads off with a double. That is a bad way to start when you're trying to impress the boss. Runner on second. Ken Singleton up. Singleton strikes out. There's his first K for Robbins, first out of the game. Next up is Robin Yount batting .190 versus left-handers with a ground ball to Lou. Moving Bannister to third. 2 down. Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. I always forget to mention, as Murray gets a base hit to center field, he is the only player defensively that has a Gold Glove. So if you hadn't noticed, he does have a Gold Glove, and he ties up the game with an RBI single. Next up is Greg Luzinski, the Bull. Base hit to center field, and it's first and third with 2 down. And Robbins is not looking too hot here as Castino hits a ground ball to short, and that'll do it. So the Orioles get 3 hits that inning, score a run to tie it. It's 1-1 going to the top of the second. Reggie Jackson leading off, Jackson, Dawson, and Brock. Reggie leading the team with 6 home runs. Slams it to left field, and it's going to be caught right at the wall. That's the first out. Next up is Andre Dawson. Dawson with a weak ground ball to short. And finally, Greg Brock had the day off yesterday for Mayberry, and Brock walks to lead off the inning. Let's going to bring up Glenn Wilson, who as a rookie is batting .389, batting .469 versus left-handers, and he gets a base hit up the middle. He is on fire. First and second for Gibby. And Gibby hitting lefties pretty decently, actually. Lefties better than righties, actually. And there's a line drive, base hit past Yount at short, and Brock scores from second, and it's 2-1 on the RBI single from Gibby. Back to the top of the lineup for Lou, hit that home run, and he walks. Second walk from Jones, and a chance here for Trammell to do some real damage. Ground ball through the right side of the infield, base hit, 2-run score, and it's 4-1 Detroit. Off to a good start. Our offense all doing this with 2 outs as Mickey Hatcher, his average is coming down to a more realistic number of 315 after that fly out to center field. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers are up by 3. Glenn Hubbard, this is Hubbard's first appearance since being traded from Atlanta to Baltimore. The Orioles got a minor league pitcher in return. Glenn Hubbard flying out to center field, deep center field, 351 feet. 1 down. Ron Leflore steps up and crushes it on a line. That got out in a hurry. 409 feet to right center field. And it's 4-2 now. Leflore's third home run of the season. Robbins comes back and gets Ray Smith to ground out to Whitaker. 2 down now for Alan Bannister, and Bannister pops it up onto the outfield grass for the third out. So every half inning so far has had a run scored at least. So it's going to be one of those games, I believe, as Parrish pops it up to right field. There's 1 down. Reggie, who's 0 for 4 against Jones in his career, grounds out to third. Castino, maybe the best defensive third baseman in the game. Still yet to win a Gold Glove, though. Makes the play, and Andre Dawson flies out to right. So a 1-2-3 inning for Randy Jones. We go to the bottom of the third. Tigers are up 4-2. Ken Singleton leads off the inning, grounding out to Whitaker. Oh, an infield single. I didn't see that. Look, sometimes with infield singles, you can tell because they just take a couple of routine bounces really slowly. That did not look like an infield single. And then Yount gets a base hit up the middle. So I think at this point we need to keep Bruce Robbins on a short leash. This is going to be tough with Eddie Murray batting .391 versus left-handers. A ground ball to short. Let's turn 2. There we go. Double play. Singleton takes third. The Bull, Greg Luzinski up next. He's 1 for 1 on the day, batting .429 versus left, and he lines it off the wall for a double, and it's 4-3 Detroit. Okay, so many right-handers in this lineup. I don't think we're going to see Robbins come back for the 4th. As Castino lines out to right. At this point, he's given up 7 hits and 3 runs, and he clearly doesn't have it against this lineup. So we go to the top of the 4th. Here is Greg Brock leading off. Walked his first time up, and here he grounds out to short. 1 down. Next up is Glenn Wilson. Wilson strikes out this time. That's the second out. And then Gibby strikes out. Okay, so Robbins at 48 pitches. He's got 7, 8, 9 due up with Leflore hitting a home run against him. Okay. Well, everybody did have the day off yesterday. So, let's not fool around. Robbins sucks. I know it. You know it. We're going to bring in Dave Patterson, see if he can't give us 2 good innings. Patterson has had a couple of better outings. He's 1-0 with a 3 ERA, 10 Ks in 15 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .323 against him. So not great. He's got a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And that is his out pitch. He's going to face Glenn Hubbard here. And Hubbard rips it into left field for a base hit. This is going to be a tough game as Leflore steps in and strikes out. There we go. There's one down. Hubbard's got 88 speed at first. He could be going this time up with Ray Smith. No, Smith pops it up on the infield. Figured he'd try to stay out the double play. So 2 down. And Alan Bannister, leadoff hitter, up next. And he hits a ground ball that gets past Brock at first. Hubbard coasts into third. Only 136 feet, so that was just right behind first base. So first and third, 2 down. Here is Ken Singleton. And he walks. Bases loaded now. Wow, for Robin Yount. Yount batting .304 versus righties. This is a clutch play here. A ground infield single. Come on. Everybody moves up a bag, and the score is tied 10 hits for the Orioles with Eddie Murray up. Oh man, this is could get nasty real quick. And he hits a grand slam. What crap. Unbelievable. 8-4 on the grand slam from Eddie Murray, the 7th of the season. And, I mean, this is a long way to... Oh, no, and then the bull comes back and hits one. Wow. So lefties can't do it, and righties can't get them out today. This is bad. There we go. Finally. I mean, all of that was with 2 outs. Yeah, that's... we definitely have problems. Our 3, 4, and 5... pitchers are completely unreliable as Whitaker strikes out, and then Trammell grounds out. Randy Jones totally in control now. So, I mean, we're probably going to have to make a trade. We don't have anyone in the minor leagues. As Mickey Hatcher gets a hit, we have no one in the minors that's capable of coming up. And Petrie's the only option. He's injured, like I said, for another... I guess almost 60 days, so. Yeah, we're going to send Patterson back out there. Okay, so that's it for Patterson. He may be going back down to the minors. He really sucked. So we're going to bring in Tom Hume. Now, Hume may be going a while no matter what. I mean, he's already pitched 21 innings this season. Of the 3.32 ERA, opponents are batting .263 against him, and he's got a save. That was a 3-inning save. Let's see if he can get Ron Leflore out. Nope. Gosh darn it! Unbelievable. And a walk. This is brutal. Okay, we're gonna pull the infield in with no outs, and he strikes out Bannister. 14 damn hits already. A ground ball to third from Singleton. And the Tigers get the double play and get out of it. They don't even give up a run that inning. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game for the Tigers so far. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Whitaker with the home run. Tram's got the 2 RBI. Let's see if Reggie can get on base. There we go, a walk. 3 walks now from Randy Jones. So that means we're going to hit and run with Andre Dawson. We could chip away at this. I mean, we've proven that we are a comeback team as Dawson gets plunked. So first and second, here's Greg Brock. Brock batting only .206 versus lefties. I don't like to start him versus lefties. As you can see, he strikes out looking. This is the guy we need something from right now. Glenn Wilson. There we go. Flips it to right field. Falls in front of Singleton. And Jackson can only move up 1 bag. So now Gibby's up. Now Gibby's 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Gosh, this could be a double play right here. He is batting 300 versus lefties, and we just got to let him swing away. He strikes out. At least it wasn't a double play. Can Whitaker get the job done? Oh, that's total crap. Whitaker strikes out looking. Strikes out the side. So it gives him 7 strikeouts this game. We go to the bottom of the 6th with Yount leading off. And Yount pounds it to center field. Dying right on the warning track. There's 1 down. Next up is Eddie Murray. Murray, a grounder to short. There's 2 down. And the bull. Line drive to third. Hatcher makes a stab at it. There's the 3rd out. So we're going to the top of the 7th. It's calmed down now for 2 innings at least. Get the game moving a little bit. Alan Trammell will lead off with a ground ball to third. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Hatcher, there we go. He goes oppo for a base hit. We're not going to go for 2. We're down 5 runs. We do need a big hit, though. And Parrish is 0 for 3. Normally crushes lefties. Is struggling today. Flips it into left center field. It's too hard. It carries to the left fielder, Luzinski. And, gosh, I really feel like I should pinch hit for Jackson, but we're down 5 runs. May as well let him take a swing. And a ground ball to first. So disappointing. We're going to send Hume back out there for 1 more inning. And then we might just have Weaver come out for the 8th. So he strikes out Castino. Hume strikes out Castino for his 2nd K. That's 1 down. Glenn Hubbard up next, and he strikes out. Let's strike out the side. Boom. No, he hits a line drive. On the floor, crushes it to center field. Tracked down by Dawson, and that is the 3rd out. So we're going to the top of the 8th. We're going to bring in Tim Stoddard. 1-0 on the year with that 1.89 ERA. Opponents are batting 152 against him. He's been pretty darn solid. I think we saw him this series. Yeah, he just came in through, got 2 outs, did a good job. Dawson leading off against Stoddard. Dawson 0 for 2, and a ground ball back to the pitcher. There's 1 down. What a disappointment Dawson has been. Greg Brock, a base hit into center field, and an error by Ron Leflore allows Brock to go to 2nd. So 2 down. We're going to take out Wilson, and we're going to bring in Kevin Bass to pinch hit. Switch hitter, hits righties better than lefties. And he strikes out looking. Didn't even take the bat off his shoulder. It's 2 down now for Gibson, and Gibson strikes out. Unbelievable. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Good job by Hume. Going 3 innings, getting his ERA under 3. And we're going to bring in Roger Weaver. Maybe we should have had Weaver go 2 innings. He does have the least amount of innings pitched of any of our relievers. He's going to face Ray Smith to start out, and he walks him. Unbelievable. So runner on first for Alan Bannister. Bannister hits a ground ball to 2nd. Tigers turn 2. Nicely done. Singleton up next with a ground ball past Brock. And he has to be, he gets held to a single with that 62 speed. What else can you do? You can't run it out. And then Yount strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. The way this game started, you never would have thought that it would be 9-4. Lou Whitaker leading off. He's 1 for 3. Led off the game with a home run. And he walks here. That means Trammell will hit and run. And a ground ball back to Stoddard. 1 down as Whitaker takes 2nd. Next up is Hatcher. There we go. Base hit number 3. Do we want to send the runner home? I guess we're not going to. 40% chance that's not going to get it done. Hatcher, though, probably player of the game with those 3 hits. And now we have No Pants Lance, who is pantsless at 0-4. 0 for 4 for the day. And a ground ball to short. That'll end the game. Tigers lose 9-4. That was just completely pathetic performance. No trade offers. I think I'm going to start looking for a trade partner for a starting pitcher. I don't want to lose this lead. We lost 2 in a row now, and we're going to 26-15. Baltimore's only 2.5 games back as we are finally heading for home to face the Indians. There is a trade, though. Look at this. It is Bob Baylor, former Detroit Tiger, going from Atlanta, Kansas City. Kansas City is all in. This is the 3rd trade this week. And he was the everyday starter for Atlanta. So Atlanta is selling off parts. In return, Jeff Innes goes to the Braves, single A pitcher. 3rd year in the minor leagues. Looks pretty sharp, actually. And he had 27 saves in 1981 in the minor leagues. So pretty decent there. And then Fred Norman, finally retired Fred Norman. You may remember him from the Cincinnati Reds days. Won a World Series with them, going 12-6 in 73. I think that was the year they won the World Series. Maybe it was 75. I can't remember off the top of my head. He finishes with a 100-100 record. So, reasonable career for any major leaguer. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. That was a real bummer. We'll be back tomorrow with the game versus the Cleveland Indians. Bruce Robbins, terrible job. And then Dave Patterson comes in and just pours gasoline on the fire. He will be going back down to the minor leagues. He seriously cost himself that spot. Lou Whitaker hits the home run to lead off the game. Mickey Hatcher, the easy player of the game with 3 hits. Randy Jones, after the terrible start, giving up 4 runs in the first 2 innings, hangs on for the win, 5-3 now. Home runs from Murray, Luzinski, and Ron Leflore. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to catch you guys tomorrow. Everyone, have a great night.